Oh, hi. Mm, sour candy is just so good. Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. I am losing the track of the days. I mean, it's my birthday week. I've been off since Saturday. So it's been a great week for me. How y'all doing this evening? Greetings from the East Coast. Now, y'all know I just had to throw my 2 cents in on the whole Carlos King interview with Nene Leakes. I listened to it yesterday morning. That stuff was like an hour and 26 minutes. An hour and 26 minutes. Listen to Carlos King. And you know, I'm going to do the accent. I'm going to do it. I just want to finish eating this. But anyway, yeah, I'm sure we all saw it. And yeah, Carlos King and Nene Leakes. Nene Leakes. Girl. Anyway, um, I had to hear it. I mean, let me start out by just saying the positives about it. Like, it was a good interview. It was good talk. Um, y'all know how I feel about Carlos King. Like, I just think he's just so annoying. Like, the king of reality. Okay. Like, he needs to just be a Bravo correspondent. He really does. And Nene, like I said in the thumbnail, there was no accountability whatsoever. Oh, wait, was I supposed to do positive? I think I was done with the positive. Nene looked great. She looked great. She looked camera ready. And, I was laughing because Nene is funny. Like, ready? Are you ready? Like, just singing and everything. Like, it is what it is. But I just want to quote my good friend Bondi Blue. Shout out to Nola. I could not agree more from what she put on Threads. She said Nene and Carlos always got time for Real Housewives. I hope Housewives will eventually give them the validation they are seeking. Look, shout out to Bondi because that is my sentiments exactly. I just feel like Carlos King has this inflated sense of self-worth from the heyday of a franchise he don't own. Now check that. Let's see what y'all saying right now. Agree, annoying as fuck. Hello, Andrea. Ooh, I curse. Okay, it's 3 minutes in. We good. The king of shows he's no longer a part of. Really? Oh, the allegedly shirts. Come on now. Thank you for reminding me. I saw that allegedly shirt, and then in the middle of his video, he has a whole like site where he's selling allegedly t-shirts. And I'm just like, really? Like, we all know. Like, you put in Google right now. Look, if you're not familiar with my channel and you just being nosy, or you're aware of Alexander Diane Rogers, go to Google and type in the allegedly show and watch what the only thing comes up. You ain't gonna see Carlos King saying allegedly with Nene Leakes. You're not gonna hear that. So, yeah, it's just what I heard. Allegedly, it's just the word. Allegedly, 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 allegedly. Look, I mean, the theft is real. Look, I think I'm tired of reading Carlos. I think Alex got him good on his review. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. But how did y'all like the interview? I'm going to see what y'all think about it, and then I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to go through some of the things that stood out to me. I'm going to eat my candy while I'm looking at y'all's comments. By the way, they're not paying me to sponsor this, but sour strips, this is good. This is some good stuff, especially if you like sour candy. They sell these at Target. I mean, it's $3, but it's worth it. Oh, it's not an edible. I wish it was an edible. Anyway. Hello, thank you for your comment, MJ. You think Carlos wants to be an Andy? And when he put up the allegedly stuff, I legit thought he was collaborating with Alex I was confused a bit. Right. And yes, he wants to be the black Andy Cohen, but he promotes Bravo shows more than his own. I don't get it. I really don't. Bondi got his butt today. She is so mad for Alex. I'm glad. Can someone send me the video? Did she say anything about it on her platform? I know she retweeted Alex, but it's just like the copycat of it all. Like, invite Alex on your show if you're going to bite his style. And you know, he's had almost every YouTuber you can think of, well, I can think of on his show. Y'all need copyright / trademarks. The bigger y'all get, the more folks will try to capitalize off your ideas. I agree. This was about a year and a half ago. Someone forwarded me to Facebook when someone used an exact joke I used on Pop Rules, like verbatim. I was like, wow, that really happens. It never happened to me. I was more so flattered than I was like annoyed by it. But yeah, I understand why Alex is pissed. How about T.S. Madison's dragging session today? Ooh, you know I saw it. You know I saw it. Ooh, she dragged Tasha K. And you know what? Tasha K, you know, she's done some great things for Alex or whatever. I respect her, but it just saddens me that she's becoming the new Sandra Rose. And I'm going to leave it at that. I miss Nene on TV, and I do feel like we need at least one delusional housewife per franchise. However, she has to take some accountability for how things turned out. Exactly. Like, you know what? Nene can talk about Atlanta Housewives all she wants. All she wants. I just want some accountability on her end. Like, I was telling somebody on Twitter, like, that was trying to defend Nene, like, he said that Kyle or Teresa or who else was it? Bethany, they didn't go through what Nene went through. Like, Nene's being more scrutinized. And I was like, well, those three women you mentioned, they didn't assault a crew member on production. They didn't quit mid-reunion and slam their laptop down. And they didn't accuse the face of Bravo of being a racist and a cokehead. That's the difference. That's all. I just want her to just take some ownership. And we'll get into all the things that she said, all the things she said, all the things she said running through her head. That's the thing. Like, if I hear lyrics from a song that I know, I'm going to say it. Anyway. Let's see. I'm gonna take some more feedback, and we're gonna get into the interview. I think Nene just needs to stop talking about Roa. It's giving desperate. Boss up, then boss. And shout out to Nene for getting that gig for Bia. Bling bling bling. Bitches is mad. Let's see. Carlos and Nene tried to rewrite history a bit, but real ones who watched from season 1 remembers the whole truth about Nene's time on Housewives. Right. I hate when bigger content creators steal from small creators, thinking no one will notice. It happens a lot. I hate this for Alex. Me too. That's why I called it out. Like, if you see me on Twitter, like, I retweeted what Alex said, like it, repost it, tag Carlos King. Like, it's blatant theft. Like, allegedly shirts, allegedly. Come on now. You can't type in allegedly in YouTube without seeing Alex next to it. He's had it, at least to my memory, since 2019. Please don't fight Carlos at BravoCon. No, you will not see, like, you know, it's not that many of us, period, black men at BravoCon. So look, I'm not about to do anything. Now, I will try my best. If Alex sees Carlos King, I will try my best to, like, get Alex to go in the other direction. All right, so y'all have a lot to say about this, but let's get into the interview. So it started out, you know, they were just kikiing. I thought they were beefing at first, but I'm guessing that's just Carlos and Candy, because, you know, Carlos, He stole from Candy too, or at least he tried to steal. But yeah, they were just talking about old times, the heyday, or whatever. And you know, Nene started out with the shade. You know she did. She said, "This is the house that I built. Those girls, she likes to pull that a lot. But you know, I will say, Roa, that is the house that Nene built. Like she is the star. She is. I will give that to her. I am not a hater. I am not. But I will agree with Sheree that it was an ensemble cast as well. Let's see, because I took some notes for it. So first, something that stood out was they were talking about season 6 and how that was like the highest ratings they had on the network. Um, Season 6 had like almost 5 million viewers, and Nene, you know, she was sipping her drink like now 500,000, 500,000, 5 million to 500,000. Let's see, season 6, what year did season 6 of Housewives come out? Let me just look right quick. It's a live show, y'all. Season 6, what year? This was 2013, so this was 10 years ago. 10 years ago. So now they're comparing ratings from season 15, like 2023, to 10 years ago, like when streaming was different. There was no Peacock. I don't know. I just didn't think that was fair. And if we really want to compare ratings, let's talk about Nene on season. What was her last season? Season 12. Like, what was the ratings in season 12 compared to season 15? I think they should be talking about that. That's all. Let's see. Not Alex can sue. Alex can sue if he has all of his paperwork in order. If not, Alex can actually just change the way he spells it in a creative way and then get that copywritten. Okay. Why don't Carlos compare his ratings to Bravo? Right. At the beginning of the interview, they both did shade Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I'm just like, really? Really? I feel like if Bravo offered Carlos King to executive produce the show today, he would take it. He would take it. You know what? I thought he was doing that on purpose. He really can't pronounce that. Notification. How did he say it? It was something. Someone sounded out in the comments. He said it in some way. He even tries to say allegedly like Alex. That's why I was like, this ninja copying. But yeah, Carlos King, Nene Leakes. What do you got to say about it? Say it. Say it. He even got the lift. Nene. Nene. Sorry. I swear I'm not high. Notification. 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 Okay, so yeah, they were talking about the ratings difference. I just thought that was silly. They're talking about, so this was something that really stood out to me. So Carlos asked Nene, what changed? Like, you know, when did things take a turn for Housewives of Atlanta to you? And she said, season 5, when Kenya entered the picture. Okay, so I could agree with her on that. Like, it did change a little bit. Like, storylines became a little bit more exaggerated or manipulated. But she did bring up Phaedra too when she came in season 3 when she didn't know her due date. But I think that's just when the lies happened. But yeah, she has a point when Kenya came on the show. But later on, like when they're talking about season 6 and how great that was and how everybody brought it and that was the perfect cast, then yeah, that doesn't really make sense. So I will say that Housewives at season 6, that was the Is that the word I want to use? Tumultulant. I don't have Alex here and it's a live show, but y'all know what I mean. Like that was the pinnacle moment of the franchise. Like they were at their peak. Um, so yeah, like I do think the show did take a turn when Kenya came because there was a presence just as big as Nene, and that was when Nene felt threatened. Now, Nene says she didn't feel threatened when Kenya came. She said that Nene isn't a, I mean, she said that Kenya wasn't a star. Tumultuous. No, tumultuous, I know what that is. Like chaotic, but I meant like the pinnacle. But anyway, ooh, I lost my train of thought. It's a live show, y'all. I'll be editing all this shit out. But what was I saying? Kenya. Oh, well, she was very gimmicky at first. Yes, I agree. Oh, that Kenya was a star or not. Yeah, Nene was threatened. So Nene could say whatever she wanted. She was threatened by that. The producers were pushing Kenya. Kenya like was going there. She didn't mind acting a fool for $2.50. Yes, Nene felt threatened. Candy was on the show too. But Candy didn't have that larger than life or would go there in the mud too with Nene like Kenya did. So that was the difference between her and Candy. Candy had the coin. That's what was threatening Nene. And when Nene had some money, like she was actually the highest paid, and you know she was getting TV deals and stuff like that. I think her light just shined a little bit more than Candy, just a little bit more like at the height of Housewives of Atlanta. But oh, just a little bit hood, ghetto. I remember that. She has so many catchphrases. Look, I like Nene. I'm just saying that, you know, Nene is self sabotaging. She's a narcissist and she doesn't take any accountability. So, two things. But yeah, I do think, you know, production did have a hand in like, you know, kind of building up Kenya, and Nene didn't like it. So yeah, she also brought up how people didn't have pretend boyfriends, everything was real. I agree with that. That's when fake relationships started happening, where like it was Kenya, um, who else was it? Portia, um, Phaedra didn't. I mean, I believe Cynthia's relationships, like when she was dating that guy that was the bald head one that was kind of like beefing with Eva. Excuse me. Marlo, you know, yeah, so I get that part. We also had some tea about Sheree, and Nene still does not see it for Sheree. She doesn't. It's whatever. She said that she's not the most exciting person in the world. She was throwing some hard shade at Sheree. But she does thank Sheree because without Sheree like denying Nene at her house in season one, like that moment, you know, with Nene going off would have never happened. So I don't know. I think Sheree is still necessary. She's not the star, but yeah, I agree with Nene when they said production. Sometimes they're iffy with Sheree. Like Sheree, we miss her when she's gone, but when she's on, sometimes it's like, okay, girl, prove like why we wanted you back in the first place. Let's see. She seemed to like Kenya at first. That refrigerator scene was definitely a friend moment. Yeah, I'm trying to think, y'all. When do y'all think the moment happened when Kenya and Nene really didn't see it for each other? Like, I think Carlos brought it up and he said it was pillow talk when Kenya was really late. And was it around that time? Because she came on at season 5. I know Portia and Kenya, they did not like each other at all. But I think it really started in season 6. Like, be the OG you keep saying you are, but most of her scenes give her eating them chips. Wait, you talking about Candy? Or you talking about Nene? Let me know who you're talking about. Sheree is necessary to pass gossip, have fashionless shows, and to stir the turd. Excuse me. Sheree is a catalyst for the mess. Yeah, I feel like people miss Sheree for a bit. But if they get rid of her like any other time, that should be it. 3 strikes and you out. Excuse me. Let me get some water. I've been talking a lot. Candy always eating. Well, to be fair, Alex, he always eating during pop roast. That is no shade, Alex, if you are in the room right now. I'm just playing. Kenya tried hard to be her friend, and Nene thought she was stepping on her toes. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Kenya just got tired of kissing her behind. Okay, I can see that. All I want to know is, where is Sweeney? I think you mean Sweetie. I think not Kenya, Kim, Sweetie, Sweetie. Or how Nene made it, this is not Sweetie, okay? My neighbors probably think I'm crazy. We have 181 people in the room. How y'all doing? Or shout out to Wendy Williams. How you doing? I haven't said that in so long. I miss Wendy Williams. I'm glad she's still with us. Let's see. I think it turned for worse at Pillow Talk, but it was dead when Nene was making fun of her while she was pregnant. Yeah, the whole Buffalo comment, but I think she really I think when Nene was beefing with Marlo, and then Kenya, she befriended Marlo just to spite Nene. I think that's what happened too. And Marlo and Kenya, I feel like Marlo feels like Kenya used her as a pawn to get under Nene's skin. That started their beef. Let's see. Your slave is behind you. Let's see. Oh, so yeah, I think when Kenya befriended Cynthia as well, that too got under Nene's skin, because when Nene and Kenya was going at it, Cynthia was in the middle. And look, around that time, I didn't like Kenya. I really got to do a rewatch of seasons 5 through 9. I really do, because that was really like the heyday. Well, what would you call it, the heyday of Housewives of Atlanta? Because seasons 3 and 4 were good. I don't know. But she was talking about Cynthia too. Shout out to Queens of Bravo. I'm looking at y'all's cliff notes. Cynthia was in alliance with Housewives, production, and the network. I believe she tried to get me off the show. So she said that she would never be friends with Cynthia again. She got some fucking nerve. I'm only going to say F one time. Nene has tried to get multiple people off the show. She has insinuated to Andy on air, people that should be taken off the show. She said Portia should be taken off the show, Phaedra, Cynthia. Nene is self-serving, and she's a hypocrite. I cannot believe, I believe everything Cynthia said about Nene. I don't think it goes both ways with them. I think it was Nene's fault mostly. She befriended Marlo and Cynthia to irritate Nene. Yeah, I agree. Nene is territorial of her friendships, but not all that loyal. But she expects diehard loyalty. That sounds like Teresa. Child, I don't even watch Roa reviews Roa anymore. I just watch you and Alex's reviews. Well, thank you. Nene conspired with Joanna from Clark ACU. Nene conspired with Joanna in Snakegate against Cynthia. She did. She really did. I don't know. Like Nene's a hypocrite when it comes to that. Um, also, she also told us how much she made in the beginning seasons of Housewives of Atlanta. So she said that she made $10,000 for season one, and they paid her $5,000 for the reunion. Now, this sounds about right to me. Now, a lot of people was like raising their eyebrows at this, but y'all gotta go back in time. Shout out to Carlos, not Carlos King, my friend Carlos. We were talking about it. So back when Roa debuted, let's see when Real Housewives of Atlanta debuted. Right quick. Season one. It's a live show. Be patient with me. Season one. So season one debuted in 2008. 2008. Bravo was still a baby network. Housewives was still a baby franchise. This was like the third one. OC, New York, then Atlanta. Reality wasn't paying that much. It really wasn't. And honestly, like these people's already supposed to be rich. That was the T. Like the Housewives were already supposed to be a luxury brand. So Nene being broke and Sheree, like they were all broke. I'm trying to think who. Yeah, season one, they were pretty much all broke with the exception of Deshawn. Maybe Lisa, maybe. Her hands were in too many pots. But $10,000 for the season just sounds about right because the only pop in reality shows back then, like I think Carlos and we were talking about it, it was the Osbournes, it was Nick and Jessica. Those were like phenomenons, like how much they blew up. Like Housewives was just getting on like the pop culture radar. So $10,000, $10,000. You bought 10,000. Sorry, it just came to my head. So then they said in season two, I think they got a little bit more. Season three, they lawyered up and they got like 150K. And in season four is when they started making the real money. Like when Nene was getting paid, like at least $3 million a season, which she deserved. She definitely deserved. And I really do think that if the ladies were still like banded together, like around like the later seasons, like 7, 8, and 9, they probably would have got more money. But Nene was just worried about herself. She was worried about, she loved that title. I'm the highest paid housewife. But yeah, as far as them getting paid, yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. But I do agree with Bethany that they should get residuals. I didn't know they didn't get residuals from like old episodes. I don't think any of them do. Let me see what y'all talking about. Yeah, Bethany only made 7,500. Yep. So Nene making 10,000. That sounds about right. Again, Bravo was a baby network. I think they were still showing the original Queer Eye for the Straight Guy on Bravo. Like Bravo ain't had that type of money like that. Dawn Snow. Yeah, she was the only rich heifer. 2 points for you, Chris, for reposting that old Fox News clip from her first season. Yeah, they did a whole expose on Nene's finances. Like they were renting that house. Shout out, we have 210 people. Well, y'all can't see this, but I can. We have 210 people in the room. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe to a ninja. I am still a baby YouTuber. I've been in it for 3 years only. So yeah, that helps me a lot. When y'all likes the video, maybe Carlos King will see it. Carlos King stealing the allegedly show from Alex. I'ma stop. Oh, child, I thought that was 10,000 per episode. That was 10,000 for the whole season. The whole season. That sounds high for reality TV at the time. I mean, look. I want to know what they were getting paid on Love and Hip Hop season 1. Because they were getting paid those chicken gift cards from Mona Scott Young. Heifer Scott Young. This is why Beverly Hills is my favorite franchise. Even when it's boring or dark or hella messy, it's fun to watch. Thank you. We see each other. and they had the coin. They had the coin regardless. Like, I always used to say that those ladies in Beverly Hills, they don't need the check. They pay their staff. They pay the help with the check that they get from Bravo. Like, you think they were worried about that measly check? Those ladies just wanted to be famous. They wanted to be on TV. They had the money already. Did y'all see Lisa Vanderpump's house? Did y'all see Adrian Malouf's house? I am just so high strung energy right now. My coworkers, if they saw me right now, they'd be like, "Who is that?" Anyway, thank you for your comment, Ayana. Like, Beverly Hills is still my favorite franchise. At this point, Carlos just need to give Nene her own show. Exactly. If Nene is so good, she brings in the ratings, she brings in the eyeballs, give her own show on own. Like, Nene, that's the thing. When Nene's Achilles heel is she's good with a ensemble cast. Like, by herself, Nene needs someone to bounce off of. Nene needs someone to read. She needs someone to, like when she was on The Princess, like Star Jones. I will take you down, Star Jones. Call Barbara Walters. Or when she called LaToya Casper the Ghost. Oh, man. Anyway, let's see. Now, wait a minute. Why y'all bringing up Addie Long? Poor Deshaun Snow. Remember that failed auction at her house and undying affection to Eddie? Oh, yeah. Wow. I forgot all about Eddie Long. Damn. He's not with us, right? And then they had that whole scandal or whatever, too. Interesting. I wonder if they'll do a Roa ripoff show starring Nene on OWN, but I don't know if OWN has enough money for her. Nene will take what she can get. Trust me. The chicken gift cards, yes. I don't even think it was Popeyes or Church's, honestly. I think it was the Kentucky Fried Chicken at the Bodega in New York. Well, that was next door to the bodegas, not the Kentucky Fried Chicken. It was Kennedy Fried Chicken. Kennedy Fried Chicken. That's what they were. It was gift cards to that. Low key, I miss living in Harlem. I lived on 149th and Broadway. When I came home, because I moved to New York in my late 20s, early 30s, I was like going out in these streets. I would get back and there was nothing in my neighborhood open. I think just the Domino's that was across the street from me, McDonald's, like Domino's closed at 2 or 3. And then they had Kennedy's Fried Chicken. And, sometimes I just wanted, my 2 thighs and a wing. Did I get a biscuit with it? No, those biscuits were like granite. What else did I get with it? Oh, it was one of those Hawaiian rolls they had with it. Okay, anyway, I might go to Harlem just to get that. I'm sorry. I should be talking about the interview. Anyway, trust and believe your coworkers are watching, Chris. Some of them know I'm on YouTube. Some of them don't. Yeah, housewives not being thirsty for money makes for a better, more authentic show. I totally agree. I totally agree with that because right now, the problem with Atlanta, it just seems like they're doing it for the check. That's it. Like, these women need the money. Like, I'm tired. Like, Miami, I feel like those ladies, well, one of them now, Lisa, she need the check now. But those ladies, they already paid or whatever. Like, they're on TV. I mean, the money is nice. And they should get paid for what they're worth, but they're not, like, starving for the check. Oh, and while I have 200 of you in the room, I did do a review for Roni, the new Roni, episode 2 that is up now. If y'all want to take a look at it, I appreciate those who are watching because it really is a good show. But yes, let's get back into the interview. So what else was talked about? Let's see. Talked about Cynthia, how Kenya was like twirl, twirl, twirl. I remember that. Oh, she's still talking to John. The one who gave her the Rolex, bling, 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 bitches is mad. she's still talking to him. And he actually offered to pay Bryce's way through rehab if Bryson, is out, in time. But yeah, is there anything else from the interview, y'all, that I'm missing or that was interesting? Because I feel like we covered everything. I think at the end she talked about Andy Cohen. So next week I will be doing, a review of that, and hopefully I can have my friend Carlos on. It should be next Tuesday. Okay, yeah, next Tuesday. I can't wait because that's what I really wanted to hear. Most of the interview, like I think she was talking about her relationship with that guy that she was talking to that I think was still married low key. Like that's when the interview kind of was just like, I'm frying catfish, I'm washing dishes. I kind of checked out. I didn't really care about that. I care about her coming after the network. Like, why did she sue the network? Does she still think Andy Cohen's a racist? Like, is she taking that back? And she did say that she's willing to go back on the show, but I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Kenya thought she was Beyonce, bless her heart. Yeah, I remember that. Let's see. The guy from Africa, he always wore sandals with his tiny toes. Carlos wasn't going to ask her the hard questions because that would hurt his connects. Well, there's still a part 2. There's still a part 2. And you know what? I'm curious how many views that Carlos can get. Let's see. Nene Links. Carlos King. Okay. They got 403. Yeah, 403,000. 403,000 views. Okay. Good for them. Ooh, shout out to Kempire. I need to start watching more of his videos. Let's see. She said the married man is now divorced, but is she with him or is she not? Yeah, I'm really curious, and I'm sure Bravo's watching. Like, I'm sure she can't say too much. That's going to be my prediction. I think that when he asks her about Andy, she's going to say, well, that's like, not classified. What's the word? Like, I know in arbitration they can't talk about it. Jenna Lyons has BDE. She's awkwardly enchanting. Oh, okay. Big dick energy. I was like, wait, BDE? Oh, it's still in litigation. Okay. Oh, non-disclosure agreement. That's what I was trying to think of, y'all. Sorry. Like, look, this is live. This is live. We almost have 300 people in the room. Give a ninja a like. I'm about to end the video in a few. It's already 8:13. But do y'all have anything else about the interview that I should talk about that I missed? Because I think I covered everything. I just think overall in part 1, they gave an interesting interview, but Nene has yet still to just take some accountability. Like, I want to see like her say like, maybe I shouldn't have knocked that guy in the face that went in my closet, the cameraman or whatever. Maybe I shouldn't have closed my laptop and quit mid-reunion. And give us specifics like, okay, so Andy's a racist. You called Kim a racist too, but yet you still kikiing with her. I don't get it. Which is it? Which is it? Is it Uchiwali or is it one mic? Oh, while everyone's in here, can we bless Chris's Cash App for his birthday? Thank y'all. My Cash App is $CDiggy1. My birthday is Saturday. Today is actually my little brother's birthday. Happy birthday to him. I want to give him a shout out. He is 10 years younger than me. So he is 28. Wow. Damn, he was born 3 days before me. And I gotta say this. I know my dad might be watching, but it's just so funny that, well, should I say this? I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna say it on my Patreon. How about that? Let's just say when my little brother was born, uh, my family blew up. Let's just say that. But yes, my birthday is Saturday. I'm a little excited because I'm actually gonna do something. Y'all know it's gonna be hard to celebrate my birthday because the next day is the anniversary of my cousin's passing. It's the first day of my first anniversary of my cousin's passing. So I really didn't want to do too much for my birthday, but I'm gonna do something. But thank you, Andrea. Like, if you want to donate, that's fine. I appreciate it. I'll post it on my birthday. It's Cash App, $CDiggy1, Chris-Diggins on Venmo. Anyway, it was Nene and Carlos trying to shade the current ratings of Housewives of Atlanta, yet they were low when she was on there. Now check that. Exactly. Like, the ratings weren't that great when Nene was on. And it's not fun because when Nene was on, she didn't want to be on there. Like, you could tell that she was over the girls. Like, she thought she was better than them. Kenya got on her goddamn nerves. Oh, well, happy birthday to your son. I wanted to get myself a king cake, but Gambino's, they tripping. Like, not only did they go up from their king cakes, like their king cakes used to be $18, they're charging $24 now, and then shipping is $29. So with the discount I got, I'm so mad over this. I don't even know why. I'm so silly. But the discount was 10%. So then after that, it was $50 for one king cake. No. Like, I even emailed them. I was like, $50 is way too much. Okay? Too much, Taquita. Anyway, if Nene does come back, Housewives is a totally different show now. I can see her being annoyed with the newbies just like King and Candy are. It's not going to work because she burned that bridge with NBC. You can't sue somebody for, like, being racist to you, unfair treatment. Like, I would believe her if her other co-hosts, not her co-hosts, I guess her co-workers or her cast, like, vouched for her. But none of them came to her, like, side at all. Not Portia, not Cynthia. They know she's like, she's full of shit. I'm sorry. I love Nene. I love what she's done for reality TV. She'll always be an icon, but she's full of shit. She's a hypocrite and she's a narcissist. It is what it is. Nene should have took a breath after season 11 because you could tell Greg's cancer took a toll on her and she didn't need to be around the girls. I agree with that. Could I please send you a happy birthday king cake from Gambino's? I mean, if you want, you can DM me. You can DM me and we can work it out. And you gotta work it out. Say it for your horn now. Let's see. All facts. Look, I ain't lying. Like, I'm not a hater. I like Nene. I'm surprised we haven't had any Nene stands in the chat. Speaking of stands, by the way, I have a video coming up, and I think I'm going to do it with the homie Jay Lee off of Jay Lee's Corner on her YouTube, and we're going to do a top 5 most annoying housewife stands, which means, like, which housewife has the most annoying fan base. I already have my top 5, so look out for that video. I want to shake the table. I am so silly today. Anyway, here's the truth. No matter what you do, you will be wrong. I have been through the same thing Nene has, and I held my comments to myself and kept my head down, and nothing changed. But she did take a whole season off and then came back on her apology tour. That reminds me of when I tried to ship sweet potato pie cookies from Nola to Philly, and it was like $50. Right. And you know what? I didn't get a king cake the last time I went to New Orleans. And I always used to get them. Like I was like, okay, you know what? I'll pay $44 for a king cake, but 50, no. Oh, Portia. Don't make me call Portia. I couldn't even finish the interview. Once she said she was a Sagittarius, look, Sagittarius, and Cancers, you got to watch out for them. You got to watch out for them. They are toxic. Nicki Minaj is a Sagittarius. I'm not saying what she did was right, but I am sure she did a lot of. I'm sure she did. You're gonna give me a stroke, Bola. I'm sure she did a lot of black women. Um, the thing is, she's tried to get like her own like members of her own cast off the show. So she can't say she's for the cast. That's bullshit to me. Now I'm sorry. Cancers, I'm sorry. I just have bad experiences with cancers. Amanda Seals is a cancer. Teresa and her pit bull fans are the worst. Look, go and watch, like make sure you watch to see if the housewives you're thinking of made my list. I already have my top 5. Y'all will be surprised at one of them. Whew. But yeah, y'all. I think we've exhausted the interview for part 1. So this is gonna be me seeing my way out. I'm gonna chill. I'm about to do my review for Sonia and Luann, like Welcome to Crappy Lake. I know not that many of you watch it, but it's a cute 30-minute show, and I've been enjoying it, so I don't mind reviewing it. So, I'm going to work on that. What else is coming up? I'm having a video on the Patreon, and then my birthday is Saturday, and that's it. Yeah. So y'all, I'm going to sign off right now. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you for the next live or the next episode that I do.